Let's start off with this, 15 million. Now let that number sink in. No, that isn't how much I won in lottery, nor how many subscribers I have, obviously. It's BMW's definition of success and domination over the ever-growing market of sport luxury sedans. After almost 45 years of production, the 3 Series is now at its 7th generation, offering the finest package yet, with features even brought down from the 7 Series. Now in this video, we'll be focusing on the interior of the 3 Series because honestly there's a lot going on in here. What is up you guys, Master Cars over here, and today we're going to be checking out the brand new 2019 BMW 3 Series. Why didn't you tell him to like and subscribe? Because I don't usually do that right here. Why not? You know what, you do it while I take pictures for Instagram, okay? Yeah, okay, cool, you do that. Guys, make sure to like and to subscribe. It really helps a ton. Make sure to like this video and to subscribe. And if this video gets 100 likes, I promise you I'll review the new Z4. So make sure you like that video. For today, BMW Lebanon has offered us two Black Sapphire 3 Series to film. The one outside features the M Sport package, while the one in the showroom is the luxury line trim with Mocha Vernasca leather on the inside. Starting price of the new 330i in Lebanon is $62,000, the luxury line at $67,000, and the M Sport one at over 70 grand. Just so you don't get confused, we've got two 330i. One is the base model, and then this is the M Sport one. So we'll be switching between them. We're gonna go to the showroom and like now. So guys, if you've been following me for the past weeks, you'll know that I've reviewed the new X5 and the new 8 Series. And obviously, you should have watched them and liked them and yes. So getting in the new 3 Series feels very familiar to that. I mean, it's a very good thing. Right here, it's really similar to the X5, and for its price, comparing it to the X5, it's really good that BMW has implemented this design styling into the new 3 Series. Now, because the 3 is now bigger in every single way, the interior feels more spacious, more airy. Comparing it to my E90, it feels very spacious and looks a bit like the 5 Series, and it would basically accommodate tall people nicely. Speaking of accommodation, the new 3 now has more luxurious seats with quiltings and are both supportive and attractive. More supportive even are the generously cushioned sports seats that are standard on M Sports cars. Now, one thing to note about the 3 Series is now it has a much cleaner arrangement styling on the center console. Previous generation, you had a lot of buttons. It wasn't as clean as this. Now here, as we saw on the X5 and the 8 Series too, it's now just in this area right here. We've got the gear knob with the start stop button, driving modes and all of that. It's all right here, and it looks really good. It looks classy, and I really like the interior of the new 3 Series. Now coming on to the steering wheel, you got the classy 3 Series steering wheel, the normal one, not the M Sport one. It looks really good. It's now thinner in a way compared to the other generations. This area, what's getting into here with the previous 3 Series, now it's cleaner. You've got this area right here, and you've got controls with the buttons for the screen and all of that. You have the metal paddle shifters behind that, which we've been seeing for a while, which are really, really good. BMW really knows how to do paddle shifters, and your rain wiper commands behind that. I really like the design of the steering wheel, the metal that you got right here, and then the 10 and 2 notches are really good, not bulky, just as you want them to be, and the 9 and 3 grip is pretty impressive. Now I'm gonna show you the back of the steering wheel is tilted towards the driver, so when holding it right here, it has a really nice grip to it. The 2019 3 Series has upskilled its tech to catch up with the whole family. A fully digital instrument cluster is now available as part of BMW Live Cockpit Connected Drive, offering one of the finest displays in the market and customizable to your need. Now, if you prefer going old school and have mercy on your wallet, the entry-level models still retain the analog gauges like in the X2 and X3. And then coming on to the center right here, you've got the 10.2-inch screen, which we're going to be checking out in this video, show you all the tech in it. But it's a touch screen and you can use the dial, the iDrive controller right here to control it, and gesture control, voice control, and all of that. We've got two air vents with the display for climate control. So it's basically really familiar to the X5 and A series. You've got these hexagonal theme all around the car. Right here, volume commands for your screen. You have wireless phone charging with a USB port and two cup holders with a cigarette lighter down below. And then you've got the gear shifter. It's a small gear knob. It has a really nice feel to it. You have buttons, traction control, parking sensors, start stop, driving modes, auto hold, and all of that. And then touching on the storage space in the 3 Series, coming on to the center console right here. It has a decent size. I mean, rather than the previous generation, it's now wider. You have a USB port, so it fits a lot of stuff. I really like this area right here. And then opening up your glove box, it has a decent size. You can fit some stuff right here, so it's good. It has a fair size. And the door bins are good too. You have a cup holder right here with some storage space, and also a cubby space right here. So there's that. Now let's go ahead and check out the trunk of the 3 Series. Opening the trunk up, you've got 480 liters in your new 3 Series, which is better than, for instance, the C-Class, which has 356 liters. Now bear with me, I forgot to film the trunk, so here's a picture of an M2 competition. So guys, I'm currently sitting in the back seat of the 3 Series, and to be honest, it feels very nice sitting back here. Now, of course, it feels way more spacious than my E90. The seats are really comfortable, and headroom, as you can see, is pretty good. I'm 185 centimeters, so headroom is pretty good, also better than the previous generation. And legroom is pretty good. Now, this is my sitting position. I'm going to show you. It's really good. And you've got cup holders right here on the center. And back here on our 3 Series, we have the climate control settings with 2 USB ports and a 12-volt power outlet. So that's nice to have. And we have door bins. Now, I don't know why, but on my E90 3 Series, I don't have door bins, which is a big downside. And here we have the door bins back, and big door bins for bottles of water, so that's a good thing. And again, you've got the ambient lighting going through the back too, with these very nice door handles. So it's really nice sitting back here. It's very comfortable. Now let's try to check out the middle seat. So guys, sitting in the middle seat, you have this big hump in the center, so it's not very comfortable to put your feet, so you're gonna put them right here and there, so it isn't that comfortable. But the seat is generally good, not that straight up, so it's really good. But again, this big hump, that's a big downside. So you can move 3 people at the back, but not for long trips, because it isn't that comfortable. But again, as you can see, you have these sunroof, big sunroof by the way, which gets the light really good in this cabin. So yes, now guys, tell me, what do you think of the 3 Series in terms of luxury, the looks, exterior looks? Tell me in the comment section below. I personally really like it, and I'm gonna show you, just let me get my camera. So guys, looking at this beautiful interior, you can see that this center portion is slightly tilted towards the driver, so it makes it for a more engaging drive for the driver, of course. And right here, as you can see, the glass, the way it curves towards the instrument cluster, so that's really good to have. I mean, I really like the way they've got it. The 330i now gets a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine with 255 horsepower and 400 Nm of torque, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Drag coefficient is dropped to 0.26, and BMW managed to reduce the body weight by 55 kilograms, even though it's now bigger than the E39 5 Series, and gets going to 100 km an hour in 5.8 seconds. And yes, there is going to be a hybrid 330e. We're in the new 3 Series. This is the M Sport one. So as you can see, we still have those on the seats and all that, but I wanted to show you more about the screen and all of that in here. But just before that, look at the M Sport steering wheel. The other one was the standard one. This is the sportier one, and you've got the other display. You got the G-force right here and all of that. And then would you look at the trim that you have on this car? This very nice trim. I really like that. And then coming on right here, so let's try and do the voice control. Okay, so we're gonna start with the voice control. Now, I don't know if you've watched several videos of the 3 Series, but they kind of do the joke of changing the name, because now BMW lets you personalize the way it responds, so you can say hey whatever and it will respond. So we'll try just the standard BMW. So hey BMW.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Turn on the radio.
Mix FM.
Okay, so that's good. Another one. Hey BMW.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Dial the number.
For this function, I need a connection to a Bluetooth device.
Okay, so
mobile devices.
Okay.
Please continue using manual control.
So as you can see, it's pretty good. Now it's not that responsive sometimes. It didn't hear me what I was saying, but it's pretty good. So let's be honest, the voice control could be improved. Most of the times I had to raise my voice and tilt my head towards the microphone for it to engage the voice control. From there on, there are some commands that were perfectly fine, as you saw, and you can now tell your 3 that you're tired, for example, and it'll open up the sunroof, blow aircon into your face, and have a bright ambient lighting. And so guys, as you can see, the touchscreen is really responsive and a very high resolution. So we're going into navigation, for example. It's really responsive. It's one of the best touchscreen I've ever dealt with, to be honest. Going to the car, got the nice 3 Series right here. Media and all of that. So let's do the voice control one more time. Hey BMW. Hey BMW.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Help.
Please select a category, for example navigation, to display a selection of available commands.
Navigation.
Here are a few commands for navigation that I understand. Should I read them out?
No.
Cancel.
So as you can see, it's pretty good. As you know, we can change the name, so you can say hey whatever you actually want. So that's good. And then again, what I'm going to show you about this car, as we talked about, the screen right here with the G's and all of that. So getting into the screen, first of all, going into car, then driving information. You can put sport displays, and from the sport displays you'll have the torque and all of that. As you can see, it goes up, so that's cool, and the G's right here, so that's quite cool to have. Energy flow, whatever it says. So there's a lot of things in the new 3 Series, a lot of new tech that we didn't have in previous generations. So guys, let's just focus on the exterior of the 3 Series. Now right here we've got the M2 competition, this very nice looking blue, with the M2 competition right here too. But we've got the F33 series, and I would like to compare these cars the way they look on the exterior. Now as you can see, the new 3 Series looks much more aggressive and composed. You have a much cleaner design styling on the exterior and more aggressive, like the front bumper is more aggressive. That's only the 330i. Now of course this is the M Sport package, so of course you've got the sportier body kit, but comparing it to this, I mean, look at the F30. Now of course this is almost an 8-year-old car, so it started to show its age, but you can see the way this looks really basic and not aggressive at all. In fact, this grille looks small, and LED headlights look I don't know, really basic. But then if you look at the front of the new 3 Series, you can see that a lot has been made into changing this car into looking really nice, and it looks a bit like the 5 Series if it weren't for these new unique headlights. The way this goes in to the headlights, this is one of the best features I've ever seen on a BMW. The way this goes right here, and you've got the LED headlights that sways through that, so that's quite cool to have. And of course you've got active kidney grills on your new 3 Series, which is chromed right here. Then coming on the side, the M Sport 18-inch alloy wheels, which look really good. They're different from the one that we saw in the showroom. These are sportier, of course. And you can see we've got tinted glass on the 3 Series, and it's all black, so it has a really nice blacked out look. And if you come to the back, now the back is a bit controversial. A lot thought looks a lot like Lexus, the way you've got these LED lights, but I think it looks really good the way you've got this white portion right here with the LED strip 3D like design that goes around here. I'm a big fan of that. So overall, going down to the rear, I think BMW nailed the exterior of the 3 Series, and I believe that sales will really go up the roof with this new design. It's really upmarket, and for its price, comparing it to, for example, the C-Class, the Audi A4, for example, you can see that the 3 Series, it's much more aggressive, much sportier, and as you know, it's the best to drive, to be honest. Now, I'm here at BMW, so we gotta say nice stuff, but I mean, honestly, the 3 Series drives really good, and it's a big step up. And make sure to like this video. Come on guys, like this video right now. The 3 Series has evolved nicely this generation. Without having those, it should have looked different issues of the merciless car community. BMW is offering 4 trim levels for the new 3, which looks really good even in its dullest settings. The lights are a big step up with BMW's signature 3D L-shaped LED lights. And the new headlights, which gives the front a more expressive face. Now here is a brief comparison between the E90, F30 and the new G20 3 Series. Tell me in the comment section below, which do you like best? The 3 Series was always a popular family sedan and has earned its love throughout its 40 years of production by offering class-leading driving dynamics and fine interior luxury. The G20 isn't different from that. It does everything well. It brings 2019 technology, now shared across the range, and features exterior looks to die for. It's almost too much for the 3. It's a major move from BMW, and I believe that rivals should rethink their strategy to try and dethrone the world's best sports sedan. So guys, our time with the 3 Series is done. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. And until then, take care everybody. See you soon.